What's your best they shut me out, then begged to be let in experience? My best friend Amanda had this incredible talent for making me feel like I was the problem in every social situation, while she played the perfect friend to everyone else. We met freshman year when we were randomly paired as roommates, and she immediately declared us inseparable besties, even though something always felt off. Whenever there was a party or group dinner, she'd tell everyone I was busy with homework, then text me after saying, "Sorry babe, the plans came together last minute and I knew you hate crowds anyway." I'd see the Instagram stories later of everyone having an amazing time while I sat alone wondering why I could never seem to connect with people. The worst part was when she'd comfort me about my loneliness while being the exact person orchestrating it. Amanda made being popular look effortless while constantly reminding me that social skills were just something you were born with. Don't feel bad that networking isn't your strong suit. You're so good at other things, like studying alone in the library, she'd say with that fake, sympathetic smile. She'd invite me to pre-games just to spend the entire time telling embarrassing stories about me until I'd make an excuse to leave early. The next day, she'd hug me saying, "I'm worried about you isolating yourself so much, but I guess some people are just natural introverts." When I confronted her about feeling excluded, she started crying and told our entire friend group I was jealous and possessive, which made everyone treat me like I was toxic while she played the victim. Senior year, Amanda planned this huge Cabo trip with 12 people and told me 2 days before when flights were sold out. "I tried to save you a spot, but everyone voted and said you wouldn't vibe with the group dynamic, but don't worry, I'll text you tons of pics," she said while packing in our shared apartment. I spent that week applying for jobs and got an interview at a tech startup in Austin that changed everything. Amanda came back burnt and bitter that her vacation hookup ghosted her and found me packing my things. I told her about the job offer and she laughed, saying, "You're not seriously moving to Texas for some random startup that will probably fail, are you?" Honestly, watching you try to network in tech is going to be painful, and I'm saying this as someone who loves you. The startup didn't fail, and within 2 years I was leading a team of developers while Amanda bounced between unpaid influencer partnerships and begging her parents for rent money. She'd text constantly asking if my company was hiring because she was perfect for marketing even though she had zero experience beyond posting selfies with stolen quotes. I helped her get an interview and she bombed it spectacularly by telling the hiring manager she didn't believe in traditional work hierarchies and her creativity couldn't be contained by corporate structure, then asked if she could work remotely from Bali. "Your company seems too corporate anyway, and honestly you've changed since moving to Texas. Like you're becoming one of those boring tech people," she texted after getting rejected. Meanwhile, I was building actual friendships with coworkers who invited me places because they genuinely wanted me there, which felt like breathing fresh air after years of emotional suffocation. 3 years after graduation, I was promoted to VP of Engineering and moved into a beautiful house in Austin's Hill Country. With a pool and guest house I turned into an art studio. Amanda was living with 4 roommates in a moldy Brooklyn apartment working at a juice bar and complaining on social media about how fake everyone was while posting thirst traps that got fewer likes each month. She called me crying one night saying she had no real friends and everyone just used her for connections then abandoned her. "You're literally the only person who ever understood me, and I know I wasn't always the best friend, but we had something special, didn't we? Like remember when we used to stay up all night talking about our dreams?" She sobbed into the phone while my actual friends laughed in my kitchen. "Amanda, I'm having a dinner party this weekend with some friends from work, so I can't really talk long," I said, listening to her sniffle dramatically. "Wait, you're having a party and you didn't invite me? Because I could fly down since I have those flight credits from that wedding," she said, suddenly energized. "Sorry babe, the plans came together last minute and I knew you hate crowds anyway," I said, using her exact tone from all those years ago. The silence was deafening before she tried to recover with, "I could really use a break from New York and we could catch up like old times. Remember how much fun we had freshman year before you got all weird and antisocial? Don't feel bad that networking isn't your strong suit. You're so good at other things like working at that juice bar," I replied sweetly.